Welcome to the 2025 Mentorship, Entrepreneurship and Networking Conference organized by InMe Global. This year, our theme is Building a Resilient Entrepreneurial Mindset, Strategies for Long-Term Success. At InMe Global, we empower students, aspiring entrepreneurs, and young professionals by igniting possibilities and guiding them towards success. Through our mentorship, entrepreneurship, and strategic networking, we provide the tools, knowledge, and opportunities for both personal and professional growth. From monthly mentorship sessions to dynamic seminars and our flagship annual conference, we are a catalyst for transformation, helping individuals unlock their full potential. For more information, visit inmeglobal.org. Follow InMe Global on X, Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook.
Now, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I have the great honor to welcome onto stage someone that I personally admire. I've had a lot of encounters with him over the years, worked with him in various capacities, and he's honestly one of my favorite people to be on stage with in any shape or form. He's someone that's perfected the art of public speaking and put out not only papers and research, but also a book on that. A book which is my manual that has helped me throughout every public engagement I've ever had. There are lessons that I have picked up in them that I use on every single stage. Ladies and gentlemen, he's a media personality with many years in the game. He is a gentleman that truly personifies being a true gentleman, and it gives me great pleasure to welcome on the one and only Kafui Dey. We'll start off with his intro video.
The good thing about being the last speaker is that you can build on everything that everybody else has said. But the bad thing about being a last speaker who didn't come early is that you only heard one of their speakers. But we'll rectify that. Good afternoon. Everybody take your phones right now. Take your phones. Put the camera on selfie. Take a selfie of yourself. Take a selfie, just smile. Yeah. Those of you who don't know how to do selfies, ask your friends to teach you. Okay, so yeah, you're smiling. Now, take a selfie with the person to your left and to your right. One with the person to your left, one with the person to your right. Whether you know them or not. Yeah. Yeah. AJ, where's your selfie? There are people next to you. Take a selfie with them. Now, can you leave your seat and move to somebody you haven't met before and take a selfie with that person? Right now. Somebody you don't know. It's a networking. Somebody you don't know. Go and selfie. Take a selfie. Take a selfie with somebody you don't know.
I don't know him.
Yeah. Somebody you don't know. Are you guys watching? Are you taking selfies? You are part of the class.
We are part.
Take selfies now. You are part of us. take a selfie with your neighbor and then with somebody you don't even know. Yes, yeah, okay. Yeah. Yes. There you go. Awesome. Good job. Yeah. Okay. Okay, good.
Because very soon we'll be fishing
Okay.
somewhere.
Nice. I like it. Nobody took a selfie with the camera guy. He's taking all your shots. Come on.
Yes. Very upper. All right. Let's just.
Yeah. We'll take it. Okay, so there's a third part to this whole process. Those of you who took a selfie with me, send me the selfie. My number is 0240-299-122. All of you who you know yourselves, you took a selfie with me, take my number 0240-299-122. And then send the selfie to me and tell me where we met. Of course, if I see you, I'll know that you was here. Okay? So basically, that's my presentation. Basically. And since I gave my number to those who took selfies with me, for whoever took a selfie with you, make sure that you send your photo to them. Yes, then if you met them for the first time, get their number and send it to them. Listen, this saves you paper. You don't have to do business cards. You can do selfies and exchange your contacts and widen your network. This was something I learned from a company called Instinct Wave. They are an events company. And their events are just so inspiring because they are so brief and straight to the point. They do awards. So when the award starts, I introduce the program. The boss comes on, he gives a 5-minute speech. Then we do a selfie moment. Because at awards, I've noticed this. It happens at every award ceremony. So maybe you have, if say it's a banking award, you have ABSA, they're all sitting at one place. Stanbic here, EcoBank here, GCB here. All the banks are all by themselves. And nobody is linking up, So we try to get them to mix together so that they can expand their networks. We are about 200 people here. Imagine if you linked up with just 10% of the people here. That's 20 new people into your network. And this thing actually works. So I remember one event, I took a selfie with somebody who worked at DVLA. For those of you who don't drive, DVLA is, what is DVLA for those who drive? Driver's Vehicle and Licensing Authority. So I took a selfie with him, put it down, forgot about it. And then one day I had to go and do something with my car. So I'm going through my contacts on my phone and I saw Sam, DVLA, so awards. Because that's how I save the numbers. I save it based on where I saw you or the circumstance because it makes it easy for me to not connect. So then I call him. I said, Sam, remember we took a selfie back then? He said, yeah, Charlie, I have a problem with my license. So I said, make you come. I got there and I tell you, within 10 minutes, my problem was solved because of that selfie. But it goes beyond. It's because of that network, that connection that I had with him. So don't underestimate this. It's a really, really powerful way to connect with people because network is really how we connect. This morning, I should have been here at 10 o'clock this morning, but I had to go to Angloga very early to attend the funeral of an uncle who passed away in December. He was a Muslim, so they buried him on the same day. And today was the 40th day, and we went to the funeral. Family networks are important. And I realized how important it was because when I got there, my cousins, first of all, were very surprised. They were not expecting me to be there. And I could see that it meant a lot to them that I came to the funeral. And even though I had to leave early because I had a 2 p.m. appointment here, the little time that I spent with them was something that was very meaningful to them, So the network is not just about work and career. Family networks are also very important, And I found out that from Accra, I was the only person who attended that event today. They're doing everything in Angloga. I'm the only person who attended. And for them, it was very meaningful to them. So don't Build your career and your business networks, but don't forget your family networks as well. They are very critical. I can remember the people who came to my mom's funeral 11 years ago. I can also remember those who said, oh, I'll come, and they never came. Yeah. Those of you who've lost important people to you, you know how it is at that time. How people will make all kinds of promises, but they don't link up. And then those who don't say anything but turn up, and you see them and you say, oh, wow, this person came all the way. I had one friend who came from America all the way to come to our wedding reception. You know, he got there and I was so shocked because I wasn't expecting him. That kind of network, I've had that network now for about 30 years and we still connect at that level. So it's really important to build, and my topic is how to build and maintain sustainable networks in changing times. Let me bring my should be able to list it, right? And okay. So build. Synonyms for build. I need like 20 synonyms for build. Don't shake. Just go to Google and look for synonyms for build and give it to me. Create. Okay, create. Create, construct. Develop. Erect, yes. Keep your minds here. Make, yes. Establish, yes. We need 20. Go to Google, it's there. Synonyms. Form. Combine. Initiate. Put up. Design. Good. Develop is there. Raise. Yeah, raise, build. Correct. Form, erect. You like erect. It's there already. Construct is there. Improve. Okay, build. Yeah. Join. Innovate. Okay, so I think we can end here, but every word here gives you a sense of what the whole business of creating networks is all about. Design, it means it's on purpose, really. When you design something, you don't just throw eggs and flour and butter in the air and then it should land as a cake. It doesn't work like that. You have to design it. So you construct. So there's a building. There's a building of a kind of a network. You develop. So there's kind of intentionality to the whole thing. You erect, start from the ground to the top. Okay? Innovate, raise, improve. You see, because you can have you can have a link with somebody, but if you don't work on it, it stays dormant, then it stagnates, it dies. So you have to put up, design, create. Create is something God did from nothing. 10 minutes ago, you were not taking selfies. And all of a sudden, when I said it, you started taking selfies. You've created new relationships. When you send those pictures to people and let them know who you are and where you met, you've got a link there. So it's about intentionality to build. All right? Builders come with a plan. So I had a plan. I knew what I was going to do with you. So I said, first of all, take a selfie of yourself. Get you comfortable with that. Now you can do it to somebody else close to you. Then on the next level, you move around and meet people who you haven't met before. So it's from the known to the unknown. Okay, the next one is maintain. Maintain. So after we build, we maintain. It's a bit like a relationship. You see why I said once you come after you are the last speaker, you can build. Mama Kathy talked about relationships. Don't you build them? After you build, don't you maintain? Also, maintain. I want my synonyms for maintain. What does maintain mean? Sustain. Renovate. To keep. Yes, to keep, of course. Retain. Yeah. Sustain is there. Revive. Preserve. Correct. Nurture. I like that. Sounds like a plant, Handle. Oh, McCarthy used it in her thing. It's how to handle people, right? Handle. Grow. Excellent. Any more? Preserve is there. Maintain. My people in there, we haven't forgotten you. Give me one. Give me one. So, you see, Maintenance is on a different level. So maintenance assumes that there's something there already, and then you are nurturing it like a plant. You are sustain. Renovation, normally this one you normally hear it about with buildings. So a renovation of a building, but a network too is something solid. So you can renovate it, you can handle, keep. Why should you take all these selfies and then don't continue with the relationship? You know, these are new people that, and for example, if you introduce yourself and said, "Oh, my name is, I met you here, I do this," the person will probably respond and tell you what they also do, and all of a sudden there's a link there somewhere. Okay, so retain to preserve. We don't want it to die, so we want to preserve it. So your network is. Ladies, tell me that I have 5 minutes over. Okay, all right. It sounds quite nice. It sounds musical, you know. So we're going to accompany it with the piano or something. All right. So you build your network and then you maintain it. To build and maintain networks sustainably. And the element of sustain is inside the word maintain. Okay, you want it to grow. Why is your network important? Well, it can open doors for you, doors that you didn't even know existed. The current job that I am in is as a result of the job I was at with AJ. AJ is gone. So I joined EIB, the media network, in 2014. And it was, I met Bolare, the CEO, outside a bank. And he said, "Listen, we are setting up a media network and we want you on board." That's it. There was no application. There was no letter there was no advert in the paper saying that they're looking for so. This is the CEO met me and said, "Listen, we're looking for somebody to fill a role and you are the person." Of course, he was in my network, not very closely, but distant. But because I was in his network, that was how come he was able to reach out to me. Okay. So it's important. And then the GBC job that I am in right now, the people came looking for me. I was sitting there somewhere and they said, "Oh, we've seen the work that you did at Bola's place and we want you to come to GTV." Again, I didn't write any letter again. They came looking for me. And the network can open doors to you. Ask any business person, they'll tell you that the network is key. But you have to sustain it and you have to maintain it and you have to respect it also. You know, some people take advantage of their networks and before you know, everything collapses. And these days, the virtual networks are many. So I'm on quite a few WhatsApp groups. Some of them very useful, others not too useful. I must confess that my old school network, I'm just not interested. Because there was a day I did a head count. We had like 200 people, a variety of professions. You have bankers, you have taxmen, you have lawyers, you have doctors, you have journalists. And I'm thinking, Charlie, can't we just do some monthly seminar? How to file your taxes, then the GRA guy will come and talk to us. How to remain fit and healthy in your 50s, then the doctor will come and talk to us. How to write a will, then the lawyer will come and talk to us. This whole morning, they have been commenting about Trump and Zelensky. The whole morning. The whole morning from dawn. Trump and Zelensky and J.D. Vance. And these guys are giving you international relations advice. And I'm thinking at these guys, I'm looking at them saying, "Guys, come on, man." So some of those networks, don't spend too much time on them. But I have another network. It's called Ghana Events. Charlie, if you get onto that, if you're a journalist, you want to be on that network. Because there's no number they cannot extract for you. Charlie, I need the number of this person. I want to interview somebody on climate change. This is the person's name. Within 5 minutes, the number is there. That's a great network. But you see, and sometimes what I do is that when I'm not making a request, I also go and read through people's requests. And they say, "Oh, I'm looking for this person's number. And then I go through my number, I realize that I have it. Then I put the number there for the people. So it's not only me, take. You see, but I also give from my network, you know. And then sometimes I go there and I see all the numbers that they've put out there, and I copy all those numbers and put them in my network as well. No, I'm very, very big on contacts. So if I go to my WhatsApp, everybody I interview, after I finish, we do the selfie, then I'll take their number. I'll send a selfie to them, I get their number. My WhatsApp messages I have right now. Oh, glasses. Um, 13,698 on my WhatsApp. No. So I have a WhatsApp group, and then I also put out information on my status, and I found out that people just follow my status and they are up to date with what is happening. And some of them, people can respond to a status and then come back to you. Yes. So 32,900. That's a lot of people. Ever since I started working over maybe 20 years ago, WhatsApp came out probably in 2013. So between then and now. So I cultivate it, and then I try and send out information that is useful for people. Something that I feel that is interesting to me, then I'll send it to them, And I go to town and people say, oh, I've been following your progress. I said, really? Yeah, through your WhatsApp status. So be very conscious and very deliberate about those networks. So the virtual networks are important. I spoke about the family network as well. The office network too is a great one that you have to maintain, because that can take you so many places. For example, if you want to resign, you want to leave your job, don't just leave. There was one former colleague of ours, when he left, who was an IT guy, before his parting shot was a group email to everybody in the company, and he just went after people. This guy is a thief. Oh. I remember I resigned. I resigned first with LGB once, and I resigned. I went to my boss. I went to his house. I had a conversation with him, but I wanted to leave. I found an opportunity elsewhere, and I said, hey, I respect the fact that he came home and spoke to me. And me, as I'm sitting here, if I have an opportunity, I'll take it. So if you have a good opportunity, go ahead and take it. So I still have that boss's number on my phone. He's not an enemy anymore. He's still in my network, although I have left the organization. So you leave the organization, please, don't make enemies of people. Things change very swiftly. It's not just elections, It's not just elections, but let's look at the elections. Just 3 months ago, the people who are now CEOs and things were in opposition. Do you realize that? And those who were the King Kongs are now in opposition. Just like that. Things change. Somebody that you don't really book, as we say in Ghana, could be a main person in the future. You could find your former boss on an interviewing panel. Or he may call, you go to a new place and the new boss is friends with your old boss. So you call the old boss, oh, one of your guys is around, what is your verdict on him? All right. So maintain the networks. You not only build, but you maintain them. Okay? Yeah. It's really, really important. And Ghana is a very connected place. Those of us who went to university, they just show by hand if you went to university in Ghana here. University students. Yeah. If we investigate, we will find out that we know somebody who knows somebody. They say you're only about 6 degrees. There's 6 degrees of separation between all of us. If I wanted the president's number right now, apart from going to Ghana events, I could probably ask one person who ask another person, and before you know, you have guy's president, the person's number. We are all connected, especially in Ghana. Ghana is so small, really. 30-something million, but those who have gone to school, very small. Very small. It's connected. In the 60s, when my father started driving, he said it was strange. When they started driving, there were very few cars on the road, and everybody on the road knew everyone. In the late 60s, you're driving around and you wave the person. Most of them were driving Beetles. Beetle was a popular car back then. Beetle was like Toyota of now. You know, they knew everybody. So please, social media can be good for you, but it can mess you up as well. You know, people go and fight on social media and they beef and they throw jabs and they feel happy because they've blasted this guy. But Charlie, you are damaging your network. It's the only thing we have. The network is not like your identity, you know, and your identity and your reputation are linked together. So if you mess it up, you know, there are people who have had scandals attached to their names and they can't remove those scandals long after the scandal passed. Okay. So I want to leave you with that thought that, and it's based on in me. So they're doing the organization that brought us here. And because of that, we're using their name for an accolade. Okay. So I stands for invest in building that network. You've got to invest in it. So you've got to be very intentional about making sure that you grow that network. You know, I don't know where you've heard this when they say your network is your net worth. You've heard that, right? Yeah, it's true. I remember one day I was really, really hot. I had run out of mobile money. My fuel was down. And I was thinking, who do I call at this time? You know, battery getting low and everything. And then you go into your network and see, who can help you at this time? And the problem is solved, you know. So in that network is very valuable. Net worth. Maintain it. Invest, network, maintain. And engage. I thank you very much. I'll take 2 questions just like Mama Kafui did. And then we'll call it a wrap. Thank you. Hey, so fast. Lady first. Lady, can we give you a microphone? Or you take mine? I'll give you my microphone. What's your name and your question?
Yes. My name is Felicia. And please, with the network, maybe I met Mama Kitty here and I want to connect with her. So I take her number, then tell her that I admire her and all that. After maybe today or tomorrow, what's next? How do I keep in touch with her if I don't have maybe any question for her?
I think that the flattery and the sweet words must come first before the number. Don't ask for the number first. So no, I admire your work and let her know that you know something about her work, her seminars. If she's reading some books, and you can just let people know that you're not just there coming for. Because meanwhile, I see people come to us, but I know they're coming for my number. Yes, but I'm just curious as how they'll go about it. You know, some are very creative, some come straight to the point, and some never. Most of them don't even call you after they take your number. It's just that they like to have your number in their phone. Or some of them will call you and then they'll put it. They put it on speaker. You can hear their friends around there, and they say, am I speaking to Kafui? I say yes. Then I told you, I know him. Yeah, it's human nature. Yeah, I'm not bothered at all. Yeah. So you see, one way of connecting to Mama Kafui is if you find maybe a new book on relationships and things, or an article somewhere, you can forward it to her. I hope you may find, I found this, maybe you may find this useful. If you see a story of her in the BFT or in newspaper, take a picture of it and forward it to her. Especially if maybe she knows that the Monday edition of BFT, her article will be there. But at 6 o'clock, you saw it. At that time, she hasn't seen the paper yet. You can take the picture. And if you're on a group with her, you can put it there. Say, hey, Mama Kafui is in the paper today, page 7. You connect with her, okay? So don't just call, but give some value. All right? Because she's giving you a lot of value here. The only way you can do it is also give her value back. Is that all right? Okay. There was a guy here. Yes.
Francis, yes. From the private sector, my question is, sometimes those of us who do not have the names in the media, nobody knows us. Then I connect you, you are a popular person. When you go home, you send either email or message, but because of his, let's say, president of Ghana, he's busy with other issues and he's not able to, you send all the messages, he's not responding. How will we maintain the message?
When you see a big man, always know the big man has a PA. Connect with the PA, not the big man or the big lady. The personal assistant, that's the person who can tell you even when that person is available in the office. You know? So when people are running after the big guy and looking for selfies and things, look for the personal assistant and give that person your number. All of you should have business cards. Whether you are students or you must all have business cards. If you can't take selfies with somebody, we can just give you a business card. But look for the PA, okay? Let me go into the room and I'll come back to you. The people in the room are just having too much fun. I'll get a question from them. Room people. Who's going to ask me a question? Quick. I came here just for you. Nobody wants to ask a question. Oh, I'm surprised. Yes, come. Put me on the spot now.
Thank you for the opportunity. My name is Benjamin. Okay, so with support we are talking about, it needs these big people. You take their contacts, especially you have a lot of projects on board that they could assist you with. And you text them and then probably you don't get a reply. So what do you be?
It's not only about take. You must also give. Okay? I said it earlier on. All right? If you go and get the president's number, he's not going to respond to you. But his spokesperson or his assistant will respond to you. It's because their job is to track all his messages and not miss anything important. Okay, so focus on the personal assistants, the spokespeople, the PAs. Okay, don't worry too much about the big guys. If you get the PA, you get the big guy.
Thank you for the opportunity. I'm an insurance salesperson, Benedict Auga. And you know networking, we speak to people every day. So we have a lot of network. I think few days ago, I was in need of something and I went through my network. I know the people I've engaged, I've invested, maintained and all that. But none of my network were able to help me. Okay, money. I needed a loan, a short loan. I've never asked before. Okay, 20,000.
All right, listen. No, let's help her. You want 20,000? Well, you can have a seat. But if you divide 20,000 by 10, what is that? 2K. You can ask 10 people to give you 2K. You can ask 20 people to give you 1K. It is going to be very hard for most people to drop 20,000 on you at short notice. But some people can part with 1,000 without, and if you can even go more micro, 500 times 40. You see, you want the money, but you don't want the work. If you ask for 500 Ghana cedis from 40 people, or put a status, because the people in your status are people you know. So you could put urgent help required. In case put it there, you will be surprised people will respond to you. But break it down. The 20K was too big. Okay? Charlie, the economy is... Yes. Yeah, bring it down. And give you money when you need it. All right. Yes. There's such a suggestion I gave for the lady who wanted to connect with Mama Kathy. Give them value. Give people something first. People are selfish, oh. People want something first. If you give them something, they are more like it because people feel that if he's giving me, I must return. There's that kind of feeling that, okay, he's done something for me. Listen, I'll end with this. I'll end with this story. I'll end with this because my people are looking at me and somebody's coming at 4 o'clock. Many years ago, I went to town with my father. And on the way back, we decided to have ice cream. For those of you who are maybe 40 or and above, The best ice cream back in the day was number 1 on the ring road, where you have the little cheesy pizza or wherever, number 1. So my father and I enter, very hot day. The attendant has the biggest frown on her face. So my papa says, "Good morning." No. Father was not fazed. He kept smiling, says, "I'm here for an ice cream for myself and my son. Make it as beautiful as you." Hey, listen, you should have seen the transformation of this woman's face. The woman was frowning. Oh, it was like a sunflower opening in the morning. This huge smile came over her face, and she started scooping ice cream from me. 1 heap, 2 heaps, 3 heaps, 4. They say for my father, boom, 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 boom. "Here you go, sir." And we went and sat down. Just as I was about to dig in, my father says, "Stop. What do you just see?" "Well, we have ice cream here." Did you see how the lady's expression changed? Serious. Why did she change? I said, "You said something nice to her." I said, "Yes. If you give people what they want, they will also give you what you want and more." On that note, I've given you what I want. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Kafui. Thank you very much. That was impactful. Thank you very much. Or we can do it better for him as he takes his seat. All too soon, we've come to the end of today's program. We want to express our gratitude to every one of you here. Thank you for making time out of your busy schedules to be with us here today. Honorable guests, we thank you for coming. For our participants and attendees, we hope to see you again the next time you hear of INME Global's seminar. Also, please follow us on social media. We are back again. Amina would take that, but we are back. Follow our social media: YouTube at INME Global, Twitter INME Global, Instagram INME Global, Facebook INME Global GH. I would want to acknowledge a few people. Please permit me, even though we are behind time. I want to acknowledge the presence of Reverend Mrs. Josephine J. She's out. Pastor Allen, you can just give us a wave. Mrs. Selma Tremanting, Mr. Clement Boabe Asante, Mr. Nabla, Mama Kathy and her team, and then Kafui Dey. Thank you for gracing this occasion.
It's been from 9 a.m. up to this time, and I know that you are not just empowered, neither are you ready to unleash your potentials, but you are ready to take action of all your goals and the things you want to achieve in your life. And so just as we had 2 people, that was Susie and then Kenneth, they stood here to tell us about how they've been mentored and achieved some of their dreams through the mentorship class. Just dial this number on your phone, just like Mr. Kafui Dey did. He has about 13,000 plus numbers. This could be one of them. So 0220631185. Sorry, 027-063-1185. 027-063-1185. Please do call or WhatsApp so that you can join the monthly mentorship class.